Our planet is home to some of the most spectacular and terrifying natural phenomena, where the forces of nature reveal both their beauty and their destructive power. Among the rarest and most violent of these phenomena are fire tornadoes, also known as firenadoes, swirling columns of flame that rise from raging wildfires, combining fire and wind in a deadly, mesmerizing dance. These fiery whirlwinds can reach hundreds of feet into the sky, spinning with incredible speed and intensity, and leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Unlike ordinary fires that are simply pushed by the wind, these firenadoes are self-sustaining vortexes, fueled by intense heat and turbulent air. They can generate their own weather systems, creating powerful updrafts and unpredictable shifts in direction. Their behavior is erratic and often impossible to predict, making them especially dangerous. Because of their rarity and the extreme danger they pose, fire tornadoes are incredibly difficult to study up close. Yet every time one appears, it provides scientists and researchers with a fleeting opportunity to observe the unique physics behind their formation and evolution. Each event helps us learn a little more about how these extraordinary phenomena come to life. For firefighters and scientists, understanding fire tornadoes is critical, especially as wildfires become more frequent and intense due to climate change. The knowledge gained from studying firenadoes can help improve safety protocols, guide emergency responses, and ultimately save lives and property. Fire tornadoes are a stark reminder of nature's immense power, and a warning that our world is undergoing rapid and dramatic changes. The aftermath they leave behind is a testament to the force of these rare events. As these fiery giants become more common in a warming world, they signal the beginning of a new, more volatile chapter in our relationship with the natural world. One that demands respect, vigilance, and a deeper understanding of the forces that shape our environment. A fire tornado begins with a massive wildfire, where flames consume everything in their path and temperatures soar to unimaginable heights. The intense heat causes air to rise rapidly, creating a powerful updraft that acts like a chimney, funneling hot gases and embers high into the sky. This updraft draws in cooler air from all sides. If winds are turbulent and come from different directions, the rising column starts to spin. The swirling air mixes with smoke and burning debris, setting the stage for something extraordinary. As the vortex tightens, it pulls in smoke, ash, and flames, forming a fire whirl that can range from a few feet to hundreds of feet tall. These spinning columns can move with surprising speed, devouring everything in their path. The spinning motion intensifies the fire, creating a feedback loop that makes the vortex even more destructive. The hotter it gets, the faster it spins, and the more fuel it consumes. At its core is a low-pressure, high-temperature engine, allowing it to move unpredictably across the landscape. These fire tornadoes can leap over fire breaks and change direction without warning, making them especially dangerous. It's a deadly force, forged in wildfire, driven by the laws of physics, and capable of leaving behind a trail of devastation that few natural phenomena can match. Once rare, fire tornadoes are now being caught on camera with alarming frequency. In July 2025, Utah's Deer Creek wildfire spawned a massive firenado, intensifying the blaze and causing unexpected destruction. Earlier that year, a firenado twisted near Los Angeles' Mulholland Drive, a grim exclamation point on a devastating wildfire season. Canada, too, saw evidence of a monstrous fire tornado in Jasper National Park. Winds hurled steel containers and stripped bark from trees. These events are no longer isolated. They're happening in places we thought were safe. Each new sighting adds to the evidence fire tornadoes are a real and growing threat. They are visceral reminders of the escalating wildfire crisis in a hotter, drier world. The power of a fire tornado is staggering. Winds can exceed 100 miles per hour, rivaling conventional tornadoes and turning debris into deadly projectiles. But it's not just the wind. Core temperatures can soar above 1,000 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt steel. This combination of heat and wind incinerates everything in its path, burning through fuel with terrifying speed. Fire tornadoes move unpredictably, sometimes darting across landscapes or remaining stationary to intensify destruction. For firefighters, this unpredictability makes them nearly impossible to contain. They also loft burning embers high into the air, starting new fires miles away, a process called spotting. A single firenado can turn a wildfire into an uncontrollable disaster. Fire tornadoes require a volatile mix of conditions. First, an intense wildfire releases massive heat, creating a buoyant plume of hot air. Second, atmospheric instability and wind shear, winds blowing at different speeds or directions, are needed to start the vortex spinning. Drought and dry fuel, like in Los Angeles and Jasper, set the stage for explosive fire behavior. When these ingredients combine, the fire creates its own weather, sometimes even its own tornadoes. As the climate warms, these perfect storm conditions are becoming more common. Fire tornadoes often form beneath pyrocumulonimbus clouds, towering, smoke-filled thunderheads generated by intense wildfires. These pyro-CB storms can reach jet altitudes, producing lightning, erratic winds, and even hail made of ash. The updrafts at their base create low-pressure zones, sucking in air and fueling the formation of fire vortices. The 2024 Jasper fire generated one of the most severe pyro-CB storms ever seen in Canada, likely spawning tornado-force winds. Scientists now see pyro-CB events as red flags for extreme fire behavior and fire-NATO formation. Worryingly, these storms are becoming more frequent. Canada saw 142 pyro-CB events in 2023 alone. Each one signals a fire burning with unprecedented intensity and a heightened risk of fire tornadoes below. Fire tornadoes and their towering storm clouds are not just rare spectacles. They're symptoms of a much deeper crisis. Climate change, combined with decades of poor forest management, has set the stage for these extreme events. The forests we once thought of as stable and resilient are now at the heart of a growing emergency. Rising carbon dioxide and global temperatures have made droughts and heat waves more severe, quadrupling wildfire areas in places like Canada. These hotter, drier conditions mean forests are more flammable than ever, turning small sparks into massive infernos that are harder to control and more destructive. Suppressing all fires for decades has left forests unnaturally dense and packed with fuel, primed for explosive blazes. Without regular, low-intensity fires to clear out underbrush, dead wood and dry leaves accumulate, creating a tinderbox just waiting for ignition. When these fires ignite, they unleash the energy needed for fire tornadoes and pyro-CB storms. The intense heat and rising air can twist flames into towering columns, creating their own weather systems and spreading destruction even further. As the world warms, these extreme events will only become more common. Wildfires that once happened every few decades are now returning year after year, reshaping entire landscapes and threatening communities. We must cut carbon emissions and rethink land management, using controlled burns and thinning forests to reduce fuel. Proactive steps like these can help restore balance and make forests more resilient to fire. Fire tornadoes are nature's warning bell. The impossible is now possible. They remind us that our actions have consequences, and that urgent change is needed. Adapting to this new reality is essential for our safety and our planet's future. By working together, we can protect our forests, our communities, and